I think when we're talking about the issues of trauma in our community, a lot of it goes back to one of America's original sins in slavery. And that sometimes it seems difficult for mainstream America to acknowledge that the Black community in America is by and large a traumatized community. It's interesting how you can give them examples of somebody being in a domestic violence situation or maybe growing up in a household with a violent father, and they can understand how that could impact the behaviors of the child. But when you ask them, okay, well, let's extrapolate from that. You have generations of physical abuse, torture, rape, humiliation, without any potential of escape or any hope.
When I think about generational trauma, I also think about just the transmission of the trauma experience one has went through. And because, like you said, it goes all the way back from, they call it post-traumatic slave disorder, from things that our ancestors has went through. And of course, they didn't have the tools or resources to express that. And when they had children, ended up being a cycle of trauma that wasn't being able to be expressed. So now we're in this generation of suppressed trauma to where it's now taking a global effect.
As a person of color driving in your car and you hear a police siren, how do you feel? Most people of color will tell you they feel some type of anxiety. No matter how they're driving, no matter what they've done, because that trauma has been placed upon them, that anxiety has been placed upon them because of established norms in your culture of beware.
It was called How White Folks Got So Rich. And what it talked about was how, as Black people got out of slavery, how we built towns. And many of us were very successful because we were the ones who were doing all the labor and building all the homes. So these towns, white people had to come to us. But one of the things that this book talks about is how many of our wealthy people, they would put their money in the banks and the white man would come and just take their money out of the bank and burn the bank down. And in many situations, he would use the cry of the white woman, the rape charge, to just come and burn whole towns down. And it said that as a result, Black people, instead of having an entrepreneurial mind, that we started to say, well, you can't save your money. Go ahead and wear your success around your neck.